Hey guys, happy Thursday, not Tuesday this week. Um, I was out of town this past weekend for my son's track meet in Tallahassee, Florida, which is about 3.5 hours from where we are. So I had already made this card, but I wanted to make more to show it for different types of cards. And I wanted to make a Christmas one, and I was planning on using something else, and then I saw this, and after this week, I just felt like that was the one to make. It's been a bad week, and to tell you honestly, I think everybody should be praying, find God, find Jesus, and then and help everybody get through everything that's going on. So that's just my little announcement today. But we're going to make, out of these, we're going to make the Halloween and the Nativity one. I'll share all of these, which I've shared a video of them and everything, so you've already seen them. All right, move the mouse, Aaron. Okay. But Halloween is, about what's today, the 18th, so 6 weeks away. And so this was my first one, and I used I should be charging my phone. Hang on, I gotta put this charger on my phone because this video just kills it, and then I have to, and see it, and oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Okay, is that good? Is that good? Oh, yes, I trust this computer. Okay, make sure everything's working. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so there goes Siri. All right, so that stopped for a minute. Sorry. So what we got, this uses the Gathering Moments and the Amber Autumn one. The paper's so pretty. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got some gold in there. And then the Amber Autumn, that's part of a suite, and it has designer series paper too, and then it has this earthen metallic paper, which I love. So I use mostly the Gathering Moments for all the different sentiments, except for this Grateful for You. That's from Amber Autumn. So that was my first one, and then I thought, Halloween one. Obviously, this is one we're making. So we're going to make this one. And then I made a birthday one, that Wildflower Designer Series paper. Everybody should get that because this has no stamps and no dies on it. Okay, so somebody would be just thrilled to have this as a birthday card. And it's so pretty, all on its own. Okay, so we're going to start with the Halloween one. This is so crooked. Ugh. Sorry. Okay, can you just stay like that? Stay like that, stay like that. And I'm going to scooch this over so this is more centered. So I'm using both the Halloween bundles on this one. We got Spooky Halloween, I think, and Fright Night. So we're doing a lot of stuff. I've done almost everything ahead of time so that this video won't be, really, really long. So what we're first going to do, before I get to explaining how you get this to do what it does, we're going to make the little blocks of what we're doing here, okay? So, and I have measurements for all this. Here it is right here. So, and I will do a QR code for this video because there's a lot of folding and putting adhesive in a certain space, and putting it in writing to me would be just so long and complicated. So I'm like, I put my video on all my PDFs anyway, just because some people need to see it before reading it, or see it instead of reading it. So what I got here, this is basic black, and it is 3x3, and then this is paper from the Spooky Halloween paper, and it is 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. Okay, so we're just gluing all those down. I've already stamped everything, but I haven't colored them yet. So, ooh, don't move, don't move. Okay. My big dog, Gus, he's upstairs. And Nutella, excuse me, I gave her a bully stick. So she's going to be quiet. She got fixed last week, spayed, and she was better within a day. And she's crazy. She's crazy. All right, so what we got here is the Happy Halloween in the die. That's from Fright Night. The cute little cat and the dog. That's from Spooky. The house is from the Spooky dies. And then all these little pieces, the candy corn. Oh, I love candy corn. And that. I used this one on that, but I'm going to use this one on this one. Is from the Spooky paper. It has, the 2 sheets of die cuts that are great. I've used that for so many cards, and all my die cuts, I have 1 full sheet left, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to start punching all those out. So, all right. So, oh, did I not do Eek and Boo? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to do that. I was really hoping I didn't have to bring my, I thought I could have sworn I already did it. Yeah, the Eek and Boo over here, that's from Fright Night. So, we're going to color the dog and the cat. Let's go ahead and do that. I've got Wink of Stella that I put on the house and the Eek and the Boo. All right. I got fresh freesia, pumpkin pie, lemon lime twist. I think this is smoky. Nope, gray granite. What is this? And then petal pink and then the light markers. So okay, the kitty cat is smoky or gray granite. I keep saying smoky slate, but he's gray granite, or she. These are great because you could make them any color you want. I've done the cat, I've done it orange, I've done it black, I've done it gray. It's nice when you're right up against black because you don't have to worry about your blend showing on that. But, okay. And her hands. My oldest son, he's 23. But my youngest, who we were in Tallahassee for his cross-country meet, he is turning 18 on Sunday. So crazy. And then I'm going to use the light freesia for her top. So that means all my middle son, I forgot one of his hands. He just turned 20. So all adults. In 2023, this is really funny. I should share a picture with you, but I don't have it set up that way. But in 2023, my husband turned 55. My oldest turned 21. My middle turned 18. And my youngest turned 16. And we had our 25th anniversary, all in 2023. So we took a picture. It's really, really funny. Of us in a car. And so my youngest, who turned 16, he's driving the car. My oldest is sitting in the front seat with a beer. He wasn't drinking it. And we weren't driving, we were just parked. And my middle son was in the middle of the back holding a rifle and a lottery ticket because he was 18. And my husband was sitting there holding a pamphlet from the Villages. If you know what the Villages are, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you can look it up. But it's a retirement community. And so that was our picture for the year. And it was a big hit. My friends thought it was so funny. So I did her little nose with petal pink. All right, her pants are lemon lime. I think they're dark lemon lime. So it was fun. It was so crazy. We didn't even realize it until, because our oldest son, he's in May, and I'm like, the other two are going to be 18 and 16. It was just so like crazy. You can see I have her socks. They don't match. I thought that kind of looked cute. So that's what we're going to do. Her socks and her shoes. Oh, no, not that one. Okay, got her done. Now him, the light. This is the light one for his, oh, I thought I had it right. For his top. Guess he's Frankenstein's monster. And his here and here. All right, and then I've got, I think, a light pumpkin pie. I think it's the light. We'll see when I get it on there. Yeah, it's the light. All right, and then his face and his paws, I just used these. I think I used this one. I've done the dog in lots of colors. I've left him completely white because he has those spots. I've done him dark brown, gray, black, do all kinds of stuff. All right, and then his little bolts on the side, that's also with the granite. Okay, all right, now I gotta die cut these, so bear with me. I've got the paper right here. I guess I thought I did it and I didn't do it. Or it's here somewhere and I just didn't put it in the little bag. I'm gonna make sure it's not in this somewhere. No, I could have sworn I did it, but that's okay. All right, let's. And yes, I could have put this on adhesive sheets or something, but I'm not too worried about it. All right, come on. All right. All right, so we got Eek and Boo here in our house, and we're going to do Linkostella on it, just to give it a little shine, a little sparkle. Come on, all right. Oh gosh, there goes a lot of it. All right, these are going to be really shiny, really sparkly. I pushed too hard. That happens. All right, and then Eek and Boo. I did on this one. I didn't do it until they were already in the card. I already glued them down and everything. So it's a little easier to do it like this. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm done with those. Done with this. Anytime I make two cards, I'm like, I got to clean up in between. So I try to do as much as I can. All right. So got our little, these are all the same size, so it doesn't matter, you know, if you want to get it. Oh, come on. And then I'm going to do one of these little candy corn. This would be such a cute little Halloween card to give to a little kid. And then I'm telling you, anybody opens this card and that pops up like that, it's going to be definitely a wow thing. I got this idea, I meant to say this before, from I think she's the Mixed Media Sam Calquette. Very talented. She's British or English, whichever one she prefers. And she made this card, but she makes all her cards 5x7. So I had to, my paper's not in here, I was going to show it to you, but I wanted it to be, you know, your standard size 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. Oh, so I just took some time and figured it out. So if you want to make the big card like her, just look for her on YouTube. She has some really good ideas. What time is it? Oh yeah. I hear something. My son may be home from school, maybe the dog. Okay. Here's our house. I'm putting it right in the middle. And then I'm going to put a bat near it. Okay, so there's our little blocks there. This is going to go on the front, and the other goes on the inside. We'll do that once we get it all assembled. Okay, so what I've got here is I have your standard size. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, or I'm sorry, yeah, 8 1/2, and scored at 4 1/4, standard size card. And then I just decorated all over. So these pumpkin pies, these are all 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and these are going to go, 2 of them are to go in the middle, and then 1 goes on the front. You want to put all this down first before you start doing the other thing that makes it pop up like that. Okay, so these are so cute. Okay. Oh, this is not moving. Well, I hope it looks good the way it is. All right, so the paper for this one was like the house, and I did the Happy Halloween. And so I have this one, and I think we're just going to make it a little different. Still looks cool. Or you could do the Happy Halloween up here. I think here, like if it was hanging on this brick, because this is a field of pumpkins, a fence, bats, and then here's a sidewalk. So I'm going to put it down here. That paper has a sheet that has all these different things like this. Okay. I like to do the front first too, because this is a heavy card. It is. You are going to have to pay more postage for it for sure. I mean, it's thick. So I like to put the front on before I start doing the thing that makes it pop up. Okay. So a little different. Halloween. Okay, and then these. And you just want that, you know, obviously you don't want it in the crease in the middle, because you want this to be able to fold. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? All right. let's see. Okay. There's that one. And then this one. And after we do this, then we're going to do the other thing. Okay. So there's our, oh my gosh. This one wants to move, this one doesn't. Okay, there's our inside, okay? So already pretty thick. You got lots of cardstock, lots of designer series paper. All right, so I have two pieces here. This one is 8.5 by 1. This one is 4.5 by 1. And now I'm going to use my paper here, even though I made like three of these in 2 days. I still like to have it right beside me in case I forget. So start with the big one. And I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Anything down here is always hard when you're doing this for me. 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 4.5, and 5.5. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this for the other one too, but let's get this one and we're going to make sure going to burnish it, make sure those folds are good. Oh, no, he's home. Now I hear the garage. So we're going to put glue on this part right here. And we're going to glue it to the other edge. And I just got glue all over. Let it sit for a minute. And then you can see it's like this, like a rectangle. It folds because it's got the score lines in it, but it's like a rectangle. Okay, so that's one part. The second one, this is a little different. We are going to score it at, well actually we're not scoring. We're going to line it up here and I'm going to mark 2 inches. I'm just going to mark it. I'm not going to score it. Okay, mark 2 inches. Flip it over and mark 1 inch. Okay, so can you see them on there? Here's the 1 inch, there's the 2 inch. Okay, so I'm going to use my trimmer because we're doing this diagonally. Hi, Christian. And you're going to line up the 2 lines diagonally. So here is my 2 inch line, there's my 1 inch line. Hopefully I can get this right. My contacts are not doing good today. I'm doing a video, Christian, don't forget. Alright, so there's my line, you see it? And then we're going to do that to that edge, to the other corner. Okay. So you see, it's like a V. I hope you can see that. I can't tell. Yeah, there, I can see it. There, it's like a V. All right. So, like that, okay? I gotta look at this, make sure I'm doing it right. You're gonna have this one, see, it's like a V right here, okay? You're gonna fold that back, so it's like a V. You're gonna line that up right here at the crease, and we're gonna put glue just on this part. The reason why we did these first is because you want to make sure you have room where you want it to be on here. So you want a little bit of space between the top of this, the little square, and this. You only want a little tiny bit, but you don't want them right side by side because when it folds, it could you know, it can mess it up a little bit. So let me get my, what are you doing, Nutella? All right. I want them about right there, and I want it, you want them centered. Okay. Now this isn't going to be as long because it's going to be about right here, so the paper is going to come off. Well, I'm not going to tell you that yet. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on him. I tried the tear and tape, and I didn't like it. I thought this was good enough. So, okay. Right. I'm going to get glue on myself. That corner right there, the bottom of the V, you want it on the middle here. Just a little bit of space for that one. Okay. You want to let that. Okay, this. Talk about tear and tape. That's what I have on this, and it never stays. Ooh. Oh, there's glue. I put so much glue on it, which I always say put a lot of glue on it because you want it to stick. Oh, where did my paper towels go? What's the matter? The dog's whining. Come here. You want to say hi? You got your bully stick? Okay, so that's part of it. Oh gosh, why did it do that? Yeah. I sometimes put a score line right here in the middle. It doesn't fold that way. It doesn't stay put. You can see, like, when you see it, how it's when you shut it. See how it does like that? It doesn't really fold in the middle, but it kind of lets it. But before you get the other one, all right. So here we go. Here's this one, and here's where I glued that one part to it. So I'm going to fold it like that. So I've got the other square on the top here, and I'm going to glue that to the edge of this one. All right. So. Move him now. Okay. We'll move over a little bit. There we go. All right. So you see they're connected now, and you've got that where it like stands up like this. Okay. Then I'm going to put glue just behind here. You got the square right there, the score line. So you just put glue in that, and then you press down and glue that to there. So when you close it, see? Oh, I did that too soon. Wait, let's wait until it dries. All right, so we can start putting our blocks on now. We got Mr. Frankenstein here. This one's easy because you just put it directly on the paper. You're not putting it anywhere on this. But you want just a little bit of space in between it and your block here. And you want to center it, and it does go a little bit past this, but that's okay. I could have made this a little bit longer, but I had already figured out all the measurements and score lines. Okay, so we're going to glue this one on, but we're just going to glue it on here. So just going to put glue on here. Okay, and then you've got your block up here, and then the other one, the kitty, is, oh, no, I'm doing this all wrong. We're just going to put glue on that. Too bad that wasn't in the right spot. And she goes right on there. Okay, let's see if they're all. Yep. You just gotta kind of force it a little bit, and then after you do it a couple of times, isn't that cool? Ta-da! Okay, so I'm gonna put my Eek and Boo over here, and my potion, I guess. Like I said, I did the cauldron on the other one, but I was out of those for that one sheet, so I'm like, I'll do this. Anything's good. All right, my Eek and Boo. Let it sit for a minute. I should have put this on there while we were putting this all together. And the next card we make, the Nativity, I have everything already done. So I wanted to do one more so you could see how you put it all together. Still haven't scored everything. I just thought, just to show you that part of it. All right, let's see. Boo goes down here. Wish we had black glimmer paper. I think last year we did have black glimmer paper for Halloween. Oh my gosh. All right, Boo, stay. Oh my gosh. It's because I have so much glue on my hands. It's like, it's sick to me. All right. So, isn't that cool? You could put something else on here. I might put something else on there, but that you just have to kind of tilt it so it will close. But there you go. There's our Halloween one. Just a little different than this one, just because the paper and then some of the die cuts already are a little different. But there you go. There's your Halloween card. Okay. So now we're going to make this one. What I have done everything on it just to, so we're not sitting here for another, because there's a lot of stuff on here and I'll show you. The Oh Holy Night, here's the stamp right here. So did I use Oh Holy Night, and then for unto us a child is born, when they saw the star they rejoice, oh come let, yeah, I used all of it. I used all is calm and all is bright. I didn't use that one, but I use the manger, the sheep, and I did all of the sentiments. I did it all with Versamark and then embossed with gold. So that's why I did it ahead of time. So here's that. This is, for this one's basic white. This paper is from the Dove thing. Oh, I thought I glued these down. Well, here we go. This will go fast. I thought this was perfect for these stamps, because for a child is born is it doesn't have dyes, it's not a sweet, it doesn't have any of that. So all right, this is for the front, and this is Misty Moonlight. I love Misty Moonlight. It's a good blue. Okay, there's that one and this one. And you don't have to put any of that. Oh, I don't think I did a star either. Okay, it's been a bad week. You don't have to put paper on the inside of the card. I just think it's obviously makes it a little better, because really, most cards, the prettiest part is the outside. For the pop-up panels, a lot of time the prettiest part is on the inside. Yeah, I did not do the star. So you could write on the back. You could, for this Halloween one, wherever I put it, it was right here, because I added that. You could write up here, or you could put a piece of white on the back and write on it, or if you have some sort of, silver or white marker, you could write on the back of that. But for this one, I wanted to put a star, because lots of things about the star. And so that's from the ornamental. And I had this all prepared like 2 days ago, and I thought, oh, I'm good, and yeah, no. What is this? Wait, what did I do? Okay, here's my gold foil. Like you can see the other piece where I did a star. And no, I did not use a piece of sheets. Probably would have been easier, but it's not that bad. It's not real skinny. And this leaves a lot of little pieces. Okay, there's our star. All right, we got our star. I had one of those stars just sitting on where I stamp and everything that I had wanted to use for something else and didn't. So I was like, oh, I could put a star in there. So, all right, here's our front. Okay, there's our front. I stamped this with Memento and I colored it. Mary has Balmy Blue, Joseph has Crumb Cake, and then for their hairs, their faces, I used all the skin tone blends for that. Even the swaddle that Jesus is in, I used it all like that. And then this is pecan, and then what I did was after I colored them, I went on the bottom with my blending brushes with Pecan Pie and Misty Moonlight. And I made a little mistake up there, but the bow will fix it. So let's see. Yeah, see, I was using my Misty, and I thought the paper hadn't moved, and it had, so it made them look like that. So I had to turn the paper over. Mary and Joseph and Jesus, and my Oh Holy Night. We'll go like right there. We're gonna make a bow. We'll do the bow and everything after we get the inside done. Okay, so I'm gonna glue these down. My hands are so sticky. I have baby wipes over here, but I don't think that helps with that. Okay. 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 So here is Misty Moonlight, 8.5 by 1 and 4.5 by 1. So for this one, oh no, where's my, oh here, okay. So 1/2 inch. An 1.5 inches, 4.5, 5.5, or 5.5, not 6.5. Okay, and then this one, we're gonna just mark it. You could do it with a pen too. I just do a little right there too, flip it over. You could do it both ways, but I like to flip it because one needs on the top and one needs to be on the bottom. All right, so back with my trimmer for this one. I hope you can see. There's the 2, there's the 1. So we're going to score from one to the other. You could put this in the scoring tool and do it. I just think it's easier because you have a track there to show that you've got it that way. And then from there to the edge. Okay, so you're making like sort of like a V. what am I doing here? There to there. Okay. Don't move. Okay, so there's our V. Okay. All right. So once again, V's first because you want it to be, you want it down there so you know where to line this all up. Okay. So again, I'll bring this up. This piece right here goes to the back, and that V, the bottom of the V, is what is glued to the middle of your card. Okay? So, just do it about like right there. Okay. Oh. Oh, gosh. And I'll score those, varnish those in just a minute. Okay. So, come on. Oh, gosh. Okay. Want the score right there in the middle. Okay. So there we go with that. And then this one, and I'm telling you, once you do these a few times, like the first time I was doing it, I didn't do something right. So I would say use like your scrap paper or something to practice it first. And then this little piece right here, this is one that gets glue on it. And it's going to go, the glue's going to come out because I put too much on there. Okay. So then there's our little rectangle. And we're going to glue this part to here. So you got your square up top. You've got this part up top. I like to put the one that has where you glued it. I like to put that underneath there so you don't see it. Okay, so just a little bit of glue on this one, about an inch. Make sure I got it. Okay. Okay, so there's that, and then the square on the back is where you put the glue to stick to the inside of your card. Okay. All right. So, oh, come let us adore him. And I'm centering this. I should have mentioned this when we made the first one, and I didn't. Sorry. Okay, so I got just a little bit of space between this and there, just so it doesn't, because this folds over and you don't want it to hit the paper. So, when they saw the star, they rejoiced. Oh my gosh, Erin, I swear, I'm sitting here talking and showing you how to do it. You're gluing that one on there. You're going to glue it a little over because you want it to line up with this one. That's what I was saying. It goes a little bit past this because I want it centered on the paper. So put glue on here and just line it up with the other one. Okay, and then this one, just right on there, and it's going to come off a little bit too, just to line up with the other squares. Isn't that sweet? All right, the star, I think I can use this. Well, I'll just use this one. This one's safer. Oh, it's too big to hold and put all the glue on it. So once I'm done with this video, I will download it, upload it to YouTube, and I will, I already have my post that has all 4 of these cards and all the supplies used on them. So I got that all taken care of. Guess I forgot to cut the eek and the boo and the star. Okay, ready? You just kind of push it a little bit to go down. And once it knows what it's doing, it starts to fold a little easier. Alright, where is my Oh Holy Night? Oh gosh, if I lost it, I'm going to cry. Where is Oh Holy Night? It's probably stuck to something. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, so we're going to make a bow. This is the Misty Moonlight and Silver ribbon that comes with the dove. It's not called dove, but if you've seen the catalog, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I made it a little smaller. There we go. This one needs to be a little bigger. Okay, there's our bow. We'll just put it up there and cover up that where I got it too dark with my blending brush. Okay. All right. There's our bow, and then Oh Holy Night. I put the bow on first because I don't want the bow to hide the sentiment, and I don't want it to cover up Jesus's head or Joseph's head either. Oh Holy Night. Okay, so there's that one. I will show you, and it's on my instructions. For this one, I made the blocks a little smaller. I made them, and I have it on here. The cardstock, which is behind it, is 3x3 on the 2 cards we made, or you can make it 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And the size on this part for this one is 2 7/8. If you were going to do the smaller ones, it'd be 2 5/8, and that's what this one is. It's a little smaller, so you have a little more space in between your blocks. It's still, all the other measurements are the same, this part and that part. That's what it looks like from the back. But I just wanted to try it with something a little smaller. So you could do that. If you wanted to do them bigger, you could do that too. Practice with it, I guess. So, pretty easy. This, like I said, this one is the same. It's the 3x3. All 3 of these were the 3x3, but then this one was the 2 3/4 on that. So just something a little smaller. Okay, well, if you have any questions, you can always let me know. Don't forget, today is the 15% off stamps on Stampin' Up! 15% off stamps. That includes stamps from the mini catalog. So you could get, A Child is Born. You could get that one for 15% off. So easy. And I have a ton of stuff on eBay. Ton of stuff, like 140 items on eBay. So you might want to check that out. You just go to my site and go to shop. You will see, obviously, if you want to look at Stampin' Up! Stuff, I've got my eBay there. I've got must-haves for crafting, must-haves for craft room. I have all that stuff there. So you can do that. Anyway, I hope everyone has a great day. And it's almost the weekend, so that's nice too. So take care. See you next time.